Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Throwback Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy getting close to Friday. Hope you're all doing well. So, Courseplay released a new beta today. I was just checking it out. They reintroduced full silo support again. Bunker silo support. Oh! Try again. Mr. Courseplay, why dost thou forsake me? I will say this. It was working. It was working. Yeah. They've made it again so that reasonably well. I mean, it has its own little struggles sometimes. But in general, it's more or less a set it and forget it. You give it a bunker. You tell it if you want to unload at a drop point or in a trailer, and let it go to town. And it's done pretty well. The only problems I've had, which you just saw there, it doesn't always manage to figure out where the edges of the bunker are. So sometimes it'll run into the sides even a little bit, but also it struggles with this deal where it puts the shovel down too low, like this. Not so dramatic, but it puts it down too low and it has a tendency to jam itself every once in a while. But let's go ahead and create a job. You can see it's picked up the bunker. I've got the drop-off point right here. I had to set that. And here we've got unload station. But it does manage to understand what I need it to do, what you want it to do. I think some of these things sometimes comes down to how well the collisions are made on the bunker walls. And what kind of ridge is right here on the edge, because oftentimes I've seen it get kind of jammed up. Yeah, it's not going to make it this time. Oh, a little bit further, buddy. Further. You've got a ton of room. Use it. Wow. It's driving worse than I usually do. Or you can, I'll show you the alternative. We'll get this dumped off. We are not going to be doing bunker silo work this whole episode. We actually have some field work we have to get done. But I wanted to start here because we took the time and effort to get this silage put in there, so we might as well use it. But as I'm reminded in the channel by a Mr. Tin Man, the lizard forage pickup header, it's actually quite nice, and I oftentimes forget about this thing. I don't know why, because it really works wonders. It even has color configuration, so you can see I've done a really nice Schluter red and Schluter yellow matchy with our Schluter tractor. I'm quite proud of my work there, even though it really wasn't much work at all. But it looks nice. It's looking matchy. Ooh, we've got some magic silage. This thing is really the cat's meow, though, right? The bee's knees, the big cheese, the head honcho, the top dog. That's up, that's down. I mean, it doesn't really get any easier than this. I'd say that right there. Oh, we dumped it in the bucket. Okay, that's kind of funny. But yeah, you can't get any easier than that. It really is a wonderful tool. Not cheap. I think it runs like $80,000 or something like that. But you know, lease it and and go for it if you're not in the mood for doing if you're not in the mood for dealing with a bucket and a wheel loader or whatever it is you're going to use. This is definitely much handier. And I would suspect you could probably set up like an auto drive or something, even if you wanted to, with this thing. I don't think it will let you if we created a job. I think it sees it as a combine, so I'm not sure how you would work that, but I'm thinking you could figure something out with auto drive to get this thing to do a little bit more automation in your bunkers. But not a bad setup. Not at all. But we have other work to concern ourselves with, and I'm trying to remember. I think we're over here. Can you do that, Brad? Yes, you can. Yeah, we've got some baling to do. Let's do a little bit of baling, but then we've got another field that we need to get started on as well. Let's take a look at this vial, see where we're at here. You know, I might... Oh, it's only one size, isn't it? I think these only do 125s, if I remember right. Do we need to unfold it? I don't think we do. I think we can lower. Yeah, I know it's reserved. I know. Don't you worry about that. I don't think I have my round baler extension mod. Oh, I do have it installed. Very nice. Let's turn on auto. On-load. Very good. I thought I had disabled the round baler extension. Lucky for me, I didn't. So how's everyone's week going? You know, it's been a week. I will be glad when the weekend is here. I'm always glad when the weekend is here. But this week in particular, I think I'm going to be happy the weekend is here. Mods have been a little bit hit and miss this week. Of course, we got our Oxbow pack this week. We are going to take a look at one of those pieces of equipment here shortly. I figure why not? Why not bring it on to Hagenstedt, have a little fun with some Oxbow action? Does our little baler... I like that little beacon on our baler. What a cute little beacon that is. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that's the downside to the round baler extension, more or less, is in situations like this, it's slow because it always slows down with what, about 10% left or so, and it keeps you at this low speed until it fills up. So sometimes that can be a little inconvenient. We can just do this and make life a little easier for ourselves. Yeah, that's all it took. So I got a, I noticed today there was a firmware update. This is a first for me. There was a firmware update for my Logitech wheel. I don't think I've ever had a firmware update for my Logitech wheel. And it had something to do with updating for the Xbox Force feedback. Honestly, I have no idea what good it really did, but it was easy to do, so I can't really complain there. Have you all seen that that new wheel side panel joystick pedals thing that I think is released? I think it's available on the Giants store, web store. It is not cheap. I think it's about $400 if I remember correctly. Have no idea what the quality is on it. I haven't really seen any. I haven't really looked though. Maybe I'll have to take a peek at that afterward, after we're done recording, and see if there's any reviews out there. You know, the one. Oops, Brad. Trying to get my adult water beverage and not able to steer very well. The one thing I will say, and this is not to be negative Nanny, but the reviews I have seen when it comes specifically to farming simulator, what do I want to say? Promoted videos. They're not good. They're not very good reviews, and I'm not going to name names, but they're not good, and it's not. It's when I take the time to watch a review for a product, I legitimately want a review. I don't want this I can only say nice things about its stuff. Oh, it's a lot of fun. Oh, this is really cool. It's got buttons. I want the good and the bad. There's always good and bad. Now, occasionally you might run into something that has a lot more good than bad, or vice versa. But I'm hoping that somebody does a review on this kit that A, wasn't given one and wants to continue to receive free stuff, or B, was given one but is free to speak freely about the product. And the manufacturer does not require first view rights and all this nonsense. There are some really good reviewers out there on YouTube outside of farm sim equipment or game equipment that do just that. They'll either purchase the stuff for themselves, or they will offer to review it but will not allow the manufacturer to get their hands on and edit their review prior to release. And I think as a manufacturer, at least in my book, if you require that, then you're never going to get a review. If I were in that position, it would just never happen. You know, if you don't want to hear the bad about your product, that tells me you don't care. Or you know there's, or you know it's bad, overpriced, junk, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. In the case of this, I forget what it's called. I think it was some weird Heine, or I don't really remember. And it might be very good. I don't know. But that's what I'm curious to find out, exactly what kind of quality we're talking about. Because there were some mixed reviews on remember the old kit that came out a few years ago, the Cytec, I think it was. They ended up getting bought out by Logitech anyways. But there were mixed reviews on that kit. You know, some people generally liked it. Some people said that it was overpriced. At least with that kit, if I remember right, I don't know if they, right off the bat, if they allowed for being able to purchase individual components. Like I own the Logitech, it's now Logitech, side panel. And my honest feeling on it is I think it's good, but I think it's overpriced. I honestly do. I think it's quite overpriced. I probably wouldn't buy it again. If I'm being honest, I don't think I would. But that's not due to quality necessarily and stuff. There's just things about it that could have been done a lot better. And that's what's got me kind of interested in this new kit. Is I'm a little more interested in the side panel that comes with this new kit. I like the layout of it. I like the joystick and stuff, the way that it's all designed. I just don't know the quality of it. And I want to see good reviews. I don't want to see these. I'm not going to waste my time watching these. Hey, I got free stuff. I'm going to talk really nice about it because I want people to keep giving me free stuff. Nah. No, those reviews are useless in my book. You're better off just going out to, Amazon or something and reading reviews out there at that point. I don't know how you all feel about that, but that's just my 2 cents worth on paid reviews. Like I said, there's good paid reviews. Just as long as, up front, the company knows you're going to say what you're going to say. Boy, I like the sound effects on this Gavile. It's pretty legit. That's pretty cool. I forgot, these are some thicker windrows, aren't they? Because we did that, we used that merger on this field. We made some pretty decent fatty windrows. Of course, it doesn't help that we're limited to these 125 bales either. Well, let's finish up this row here. I can't really do hired helper because I didn't set up a course play course on here or anything, so I'll have to, this will all be in the manual labor field. Woe is me, I can't hire out for workers. I haven't used this Gavile pack a whole lot. I think what's kept me from it, really what's kept me from it for the most part, is the bale size, I think. I generally don't go with 125 bales. I usually try and, at least 150s, if not the 180s. And I don't believe there is a square baler either, is there? I think there's I think you can do square bales with the standalone version, I guess you would call it. The one that you either have to hook up to you can hook it up to a standing tractor, or you can hook it up to, I think there's a couple of generators out there, aren't there, with PTOs that allow for that as well? All right, excellent. We will let's stop you for the time being. Yeah, I do. I like these this Gavile baler. I just kind of wish it had a little bit more bale size options, but otherwise it makes a nice tight bale. Makes a nice tight bale. Yeah, she's tight. She's tight and tighty. But we need to go. I apologize. I know I'm probably a little bit of a weird mood tonight. I'm a little tired, you know. And I tried to do a little nappy poo before the episode, so I'd have a little more energy. So if I'm a little bit off tonight, my apologies up front. But here she is. Look at the oxbow. Oh. Yeah, that looks really good. Giants does a good job. And I say that without any kind of sponsorship. They do a nice job. That is some really nice detail on this merger. Yeah, it looks great. And I was kind of surprised to see that it was only 150 horsepower requirement. I was really expecting it to be quite a bit more than that for some reason. Maybe because of the size or something. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see that. Anyways, this field that we have here, I believe, whoopsie, I believe is a, well, let's see what our requirements are on this field. It is, oh, okay. So it is another silage one. Excellent day. Did they give us, they gave us another Gavile baler wrapper. But I kind of wanted to check out this oxbow. So we are, I know that the Big M here will do swath, but we're gonna do wide spreading, just so we can have a little bit better peek at how this oxbow works. Let's run over here and we'll start over yonder, and we'll give this thing our start, and then we'll maybe hire it out, and we'll follow up with the merger and see if we can't get some oxbow merging action. I've kind of been looking forward to this tool. This is the one tool out of the pack that I really feel like I'm gonna get use out of. Why aren't you? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for working. Yeah, I mean, out of the, what was it, the 3 that we got with this pack? I honestly, I don't really see myself using. I don't see myself using the slurry spreaders all that much. Oh, I love that cascading grass coming out of the back of our Big M. Just looks so satisfying. I would love to see, because I'm guessing, I don't know what model year or how up to date some of this stuff is. I think, does Giants, do they generally update all of their equipment for each release of Farm Sim, so it's kind of up to date with the latest model year? I think they do. I'm guessing some of this stuff doesn't necessarily change a great deal. Or at least doesn't change a great deal very often. Yeah, I love the Big M. The Big M is my friend. So that Oxbow pack is it for us for DLC until premium pack comes out. And that should be, I think that's what, the 3rd week in November? Just before Thanksgiving, I think? Or sometime around Thanksgiving? And that'll be here before you know it. But I'm definitely really looking forward to that. Speaking of Thanksgiving, pulled into the parking lot at work today, and I don't know where they came from, but out of nowhere, this, I don't know, what do you call a group of wild turkeys? Is there a name for those things? If they're in a group, I honestly have no idea. But there was 8 or 10 good size wild turkeys that came walking out of this little patch of woods and just came right up to my car. You know, not like really, really close to the car, but pretty much just, you know, just wanted to say hi to me. No fear. Couldn't care less. Just not a care in the world. Apparently they know it's not quite Thanksgiving, so they're in pretty good shape. I've never had wild turkey. I've been told that it's good, but I guess it's a stronger. Is it a stronger flavor than, I guess you would say, the store-bought variety? Maybe a little bit more gamey flavor to it. I think I've heard somebody told me, I thought too, that it was more, maybe it depends on how you cook it, but it was a little bit more fatty or something too. I don't know. I don't know if any of you have ever had wild turkey. Not that kind of wild turkey. Not the drinking kind of wild turkey. I've never been turkey hunting. In fact, I don't think any of my friends ever go turkey hunting, now that I think about it. I may have a buddy in Minnesota that might do turkey hunting once in a while. But I think for the majority of people I know that hunt, at least, turkey's not generally what they go after. I was going to hire this out, but this didn't end up being much work. It's not a very big field. So I kind of figured we could just tackle this out on our own. So Hagenstedt is we're probably going to be on this map through the summer. Maybe through the summer. I don't think we've got much longer on this map. I think we're going to maybe 2-3 more episodes, and I think we're going to wrap it up on Hagenstedt, and I think we're going to move on to the next throwback map. And then we'll see what happens with Throwback Thursday. Maybe towards the beginning of the year. Excuse me. Maybe towards the beginning of the year, we might look into making a change to Throwback Thursday. Maybe do something else on Thursdays for a while. We'll see. Let's just look at this beautiful little oxbow, see how she works. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Where is oxbow manufactured? I really honestly meant to look that up before. Wow, that is... Holy cow, Giants. What's I always love these warning labels. What exactly would you be doing? I guess writing the back of the merger? Is that what that's supposed to tell us? Is that actually like, oh yeah, because there's a ladder here, so they probably don't want people just standing up here, which is totally what people would do. I would, 100%. And what are these guys here? Are these things rudders? For like airplane rudders? No, I know. I kid. And I jest. What I would do though, and what I think would be a lot of fun, I know, Brad, get to work, is ride that baby. Get a running start and just ride that belt all the way to the other side. That would be fun. Kind of do the slip and slide, but on a belt. Of course, it'd have to go the other direction. And that is so nifty. Good sound effect, too. I'm telling you, Giants does their darndest to make these things look really, really nice. Can we change direction on the fly? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, daddy likes. And do we have... no beacon action? We could easily have put a beacon up here. I wonder what that is right there. That unscrewer thing right there. That cap. Is that for hydraulic fluid or something? I know, you all are... Just get to work, Brad. Get to work. Yeah, that really does look good. Oh, and that's kind of cool how it... I really like that. That's kind of cool how it definitely knows where the grass is and grass isn't. You can jackknife this thing very easily. So let's see if we can. I'm going to guess we use it like we did the other merger, where it would be nice to be able to just... Let's do this. Do we have... We might as well use it. Oops, my bad. And of course I have the wrong angle. There we go. And let's lock it. We're going to see if we can make some nice windrows with this merger. Plus I want to be able to look at it. Otherwise I won't drive straight. If I drive like this, I'm going to be all over the road. Oh man, that's worth the price of admission right there. That is slick as all get out. Really like that. Don't hit the rock, Brad. This is a loner. We're going to want their merger back in good condition. Oh. Yeah, okay. We got it. We got it covered. We're good. We're good. And that looks really, really good. And I can definitely see how that would be a lot more gentle on the hay and the grass than a rake would be. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now this I could do for hours on end, get to a big field, and just enjoy merging. I love this kind of stuff in Farm Sim. It's definitely my more favorite type of work for sure. Who parked the big M in the way? Move, big M, move. You're in our way. I bet you all thought I was going to go off the cliff, didn't you? Ooh, I think you all know let the gas on there too. Don't want to do that. Don't want to waste gas. Should have probably done a little headland action down here, but we'll make it work. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit more YouTube action on this thing and check it out in real life, but yeah, I know I've mentioned the self-propelled one. I really wish we would have got that in the pack. That would have been slick. Maybe we'll get lucky and get it, I don't know. Like I said, maybe a modder will make it up for us, because if I remember right, the self-propelled is basically this exact same belt system setup. It's just on the front of a almost look like, I don't even know, I guess like a wheel loader body maybe, or something like that. Actually more like that, I think I've mentioned more like that self-propelled baler that we got a while back. I guess the turning radius on the self-propelled merger is supposed to be pretty much zero turn almost too. Man, I really like that. There's just something very, very satisfying about this, about doing merging work. Don't know what it is, but it is there. Oh, she doesn't like to back up easy though. At least not with me driving. Maybe if I get inside it'll be a little easier. It's touchy. It's very touchy. It would help if I didn't park the equipment right in the way too, wouldn't it? Alright, let's get you down. It's not going to be pretty, but we don't need it pretty. Oh, you're right there. You're right stinking there. Come on now. What's the lights? So we've got the old hazards, right and left turn signal. I don't think it has any other working built-in work lights, does it? I don't think so. There's really no configuration options either to it. A couple different little tire brands, but beyond that, you can get a license plate. I want to spit you over to the... Yeah, I think that's the direction we want to go. Wait a minute, which way are you going? We want to move up. That way. I think that's the way we want to go with this one, I think. Yeah, that's better. Keep it on the field. It's even got some nice flex to it, too. Well, I, for one, am definitely happy, if for nothing else, to pick up the Oxbow pack for this thing alone. It'll definitely be in my top list for grass work. So if we look at the... is it under... I'm going to assume they put it under Tedders, right? Not Tedders, sorry, Windrowers. So 158,000, yeah, 150 horsepower. That's nice. 12 meters. Yeah, so definitely a little bit bigger than the Kun, which is nice. So yeah, I would definitely, I mean, unless you've got some really big fields to deal with and you want to go with one of these bigger swathers, I don't know. I really like this Oxbow as an option. I really do. And I think, again, it's an opportunity, maybe at some point, where giants can look at something like this and say, hey, you know, if you use something like this Oxbow, your yield is better than if you use a regular rake, you know, like a regular windrower, and add some reality to the game by doing stuff like that. But I don't know what I don't know how other brands feel about that kind of thing, you know. They may have a problem with that, like, hey, we don't want our product to be shown as being inferior. Well, then make a merger. Do yourself a favor and make a merger then. Oh, wow. Yeah, you little stinkers, you're in my way too. But we're going to do this a little bit. And I do not like using these very much. I have been down that road, and I am definitely not a fan. Especially not when you can get auto loads and, well, shoot, I would pick bale forks over those things any day. But maybe I haven't really used them enough to get good at them. But I always like the bale forks better. Now, I don't know if this little fent is enough fent for this baler. It should be, I would hope. So we don't need to unfold anything. I don't think we have bale size options on this one either. I think it's just 125s. Let's see if we can get a couple bales wrapped up here. Wow. Now will it? Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, please don't make us wait for the wrapping to stop. This is one of those times when that is really kind of cool though. But look how far we're getting. Not very far. That is a pretty slick little. Dang. Oh, my bad. That's a pretty slick little mechanism. I've never played with this Gabile. I could honestly see how that's just more stuff that could go wrong. I would think more maintenance, but that's pretty cool. And again, nice sound effects. Boy, that's, I've never known, I don't know if it's just because I haven't paid much attention recently, but you can even hear the stretching of the you can even hear the stretching and tearing of the wrap at the end there. I don't think I've ever really noticed that before. Yeah, you all can tell that I'm in desperate need of sleep. I'm sure. But this is nice. Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That's pretty neat. I like that. Again, I wish this thing would take bigger bales. Are you not? Oh, okay, this is a half a... I was going to say, what's going on here? But it's basically a half-size windrow. Yeah, I really like the way that sled works and things, but I've got to believe that is just more mechanical. You know, just that much more mechanical stuff that can go wrong. So unless it's built and made very robust, trying to see, is that just ran on belts or what is that ran on? I don't really know. It looks, it's kind of hard to see in there, but yeah, that's pretty slick. That's a pretty slick little setup you got going on there, Gavile. Guess that was just about one bale's worth right there. So they gave us those bale, I don't know even what you call them, tongs to pick up these bales with. And what were we given for? Were we not given anything for delivering the bales? It's not hiding anywhere, is it? I don't think so. We were given these. So one in the front, one in the back. And so I guess you're going to drive with 4 bales at a time to your sell point? Well, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun at all. In fact, that sounds like something I have no intention of doing. If anything else, we'll go, we'll lease something or go back to the shop. I forget what bale pickup we have at the farm. That's slick. Really like that. Where is our, just for funsies? Nope. I don't want to pick you up. Just for fun, let's grab our little Fent here. Now, if I remember right, these things you can use the mouse up and down, and I think you can unfold and fold. Yeah, oh, I've been down this road. Alright, let's go, let me give you guys something to amuse you with before we end this episode. I forget if it's, I think we want to pick them up this way, right? If I remember right. And down in the dirt. And yep. Really? That's still not good enough? Oh. Okay, we got one. All right, we got one. I know I'm probably needing to approach it in a much straighter fashion. Oh. There we go. 2 marshmallows. So we can lift it up, and if we fold it, do they go flying? No, they don't. I actually kind of don't mind that. But there's no way you're ever going to get me to have to do this for this whole field, and I think we have to sell them, if I'm not mistaken, the farmer's market. Actually, that might not be that bad of a drive. Is the farmer's market... Is that the one that's back at the farm? Is that the farmer's market? Oh, dear Lord. There's no way. I would not enjoy that work at all. I think I did this back on Elm Creek early on as a contract I took, and I think I had enough. After that contract was done, I pretty much decided that that was just it. You know, I'd had my share of fun with these things, and didn't have a lot of fun with them, and honestly did not expect to ever do it again. Now, if we line up... No, see, I think I'm off already there. No, Brad, you got it. You got the steering wheel backwards, Brad. There you go. Oh, there you go. There you go. And I think if we just go like this. Oh, see, I'm off. Am I too high? Oh. Maybe I was just a little too high. If I had a dime for every time I was told that. All right, then let's... Oh, that's really frustrating because my brain is telling me to steer one way, and the butt is going the other direction. So that will take some getting used to. Let's see if we can nab this little fella. I'm actually really surprised that I've somehow Forrest Gumped my way into picking up 3 of them so far. Let's get a little closer to this one. We'll see if I can make a mess out of this yet. You know what? I'm just going to force you. I'm going to force you. Yeah, see, this is what I did last time. I ended up just going, you know what? This is stinking nonsense. And if I remember right, I just kind of, you know, did this. And then I decided if you're going to do that, you might as well just lease an autoloader or something. Let's fold you up. So there we go. Do that another 10 times. Honestly, I don't know how many times. Maybe not 10 times, but several more times. Drive all the way back to the farm. Sell them and drive all the way back. Knock yourself out. For me, I'm going to spend whatever amount of dollars to get a couple get an auto loader or forks or spikes. You know, I'd rather just do it with spikes too, if I'm being honest with you. But anyways, or as Chris Farley would say, anywho, I think we can call it a wrap on this. I feel a yawn coming on, and it's not because I'm bored. It's just I'm kind of beat, and I need to catch some Z's. I'm going to get this episode edited up, and we'll get it uploaded so you all have something tomorrow. And Friday we will be back in tranquil waters. I'll be hopefully a little bit more rested, and we'll see what's going on there. But thank you all for checking my video out again for me. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'd sure appreciate that. Even pity likes are certainly acceptable on the channel. And if you want to subscribe while you're at it, that'd be great too. But take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of each other. And I'll see you in tranquil waters tomorrow. And bye for now.